team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's Burrow to throw right away. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
First down there for T. Higgins. Don't let it be lost in Jamar Chase's phenomenal season. The Higgins had a big year for Cincinnati as well. Topped the 1,000-yard plateau for the first time, and he did it despite missing a few games with injuries. The third-year man could give Cincy a pair of Pro Bowlers at the position here in 2022.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. They go play action with Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now an open man, that's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, but no one's going to have a chance at it.
So on fourth down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but his opening drive, while it stalled out, straight points.
The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a 7th season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, Elliott. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Play action now, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Oh, Zeke with a quick feed. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. We've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB,
and he won't be able to get the football away. He's going to be sacked. So they're unable to add on to their lead.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A draw play for Mixon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end drop.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the 1st half.
And partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From midfield now, Burrow. And he'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out. Hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Man, boy, straight tripping, boy. They going for it.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, man.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side complete to Chase. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
They're going to challenge that or not.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Elliott on 1st down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
On that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion goes the tight end. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us,
oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, and with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed.
How about that for an exciting end to the half? I mean, instead of surrendering a late field goal at the gun, they run back the block kick to extend their lead.
What's that old expression? Fortune favors the bold. They boldly went after it, got it. Worked out pretty darn well for them.
Toss running left. Pollard, but he will not get the 2 points. He stopped up short, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for John. Halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Panthers who were able to come in and get one on the road. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Next, we head off to check out another game, and at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Prescott on 1st down. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
From the red zone now, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Slot man moves right. And again, it's Prescott. It's complete to Fuller. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in. What Cowboys score? Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now this throw caught left side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Again, it's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Burrow's throw going to be caught by Boyd. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. They're able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first down in this situation, because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Mixon will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Burrow. He shakes him off. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out.
Let's go.
And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. 223 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied.
Put it in there, boy.
Whenever they've needed
Put it in there.
a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Elliott will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week.
Come on, those sloppy fourth quarter points giving up. Come on, y'all.
Score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right because this team felt they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Back to the basics.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Let
me hit him, Hooker. Come on now.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Get the ball, man. That's 2 fumbles. Come on now.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being
Bengals in New City, emoji red card. Emoji backhand index pointing left. Free throws in New City, emoji check mark button. Free throws in New City, emoji check mark button.
And as you pointed
Free
out,
throws in New City,
he's got
5-4.
That's not been the issue at all, but the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
That's 3 fumbles I can't get.
To fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they could at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took it beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Washington in motion left. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Dancing to his left. Escapes the sack. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Here's Fuller with a catch. Touchdown, Cowboys. Will Fuller, 51 yards. And the Cowboys up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all
Let's
the
go.
media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And Gibson decides against bringing it out. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was won or lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's going to let it fly. And it's a leaping effort, but it's not
today.
And incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just
play the ball and play man separately,
going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon saying so long, everybody.
Even D5 look at him, man. Putting that defensive end too fast. Let's go. And no fumble recoveries. Except for one. It's a block kick. Yeah. Let's go. This nigga ain't even blocking down the field. He missed another sack. did not get a fumble. Should be the same. Shaky back there, dog. Ooh, that server going slow. Ooh. You say he set the home in shame. Ah. Oh my god, I didn't even set up goals last week. Who was that? like a week. Oh my goodness. I dropped like 20. Jeez. 1,000. I know y'all didn't update the rosters. Yeah. First off, I need to do that right now. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the old orange with the modern orange socks. Let's go all the way. Please don't freeze.